Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, this story has been marinating for a day or two, but it still retains its potency. Guys, I bring you this: Akpabio after me because I refused to sleep with him. So this is a headline attributed to a lady called Joy Nunea. So this lady, of course, is a key functionary within the Niger Delta organization, the body NDDC, I think it's called, that is in charge of that organization. But we'll soon find out. Yes, NDDC, that is the name of the commission. So she's a lead member of that commission, and this is the headline that she has come out with: Akpabio after her because she refused to sleep with him. So now let's now see what juice is in this source. Former Managing Director of Niger Delta Development Commission, Joy Nunea, on Monday said she slapped Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, for sexually approaching her. Speaking on Monday during an interview on Arise Television, Nunea said the incident happened at Akpabio's guest house in Abuja. She said, "Why did he not tell Nigerians that I slapped him in his guest house at Akpo? I am the only woman that slapped Akpabio. He thought he could come up on me. He tried to approach me sexually. I slapped him. He tried to come on me. I am an Ogoni woman and nobody jokes with us. I showed Akpabio that Rivers women do not tolerate nonsense." When asked further by the program host Ruben Abati whether she was accusing Akpabio of being forceful towards her, she replied, "No. Yes, I am accusing him of approaching me sexually. Akpabio is most interested in my love life. Did he want to be my seventh husband? That's why Akpabio told the world that I am temperamental. You know why Akpabio would tell the world that I am temperamental? Because of that incident. I slapped him." The former NDDC MD also accused Akpabio of trying to inflate the NDDC budget. She said the minister directed her to include some projects from the Refugee Commission in the budget of the NDDC. Akpabio wrote me to put a list of projects from the Refugee Commission in the budget of NDDC. Refugee Commission is another federal government commission for IDPs, she added. So there you have it, the long and thrust of it. So these elements, I've always said it, that the problem of Nigeria, the number one problem is not actually corruption. The number one problem of the Nigerian state is political patronage. So what happens is these people, and it was only Obasanjo and a little bit Goodluck Jonathan that was the exemption to this, these people put people in places that they are not qualified for, that they don't have the competence for, but they put them in these positions either out of political patronage or ethnic sentimentality. So we see this right across the board. We've done a video on the Minister of Power of Nigeria saying something like value exchange instead of value chain, and this guy repeated that phrase copiously, so it wasn't a slip of tongue. So you have somebody in charge of the power sector, the electricity in Nigeria, that doesn't even understand the basic rudiments of the English language. So how exactly is he then competent for that post? You had the Minister of Sports in the first incarnation of this regime, Lalong, I think something like that his name is, and he was saying to the he appeared before the Senate committee to give account, and he was saying to the committee that the money spent has been spended. The money spent has been spended, and this is a man that purports to be a lawyer. In fact, he was even lecturing in one of the northern universities before he became the Minister of Sport, and he was saying the money spent has been spended. So you see all of these things. These are people that have no competence for the positions that they occupy, and they get into that position either through bribery and corruption, because of course you have to understand that all of these ministers are not appointed by Buhari himself. Buhari knows nothing about anything, and if he had his way, he would just line up his relatives and give them portfolios, and that would be the end of it. So what happens is they collate a table of names, a list of names, and then they present them to him and explain to him why this person should get this position, and he just accedes to it. So he's appointed Akpabio because one, Akpabio is from that Niger Delta area, and two, he needed that representation because of the heavy weight of the Fulanis within his regime, so he can just do some form of tokenism towards the South. And then three, Akpabio was one of the funders of his elections, so political patronage. So he had nothing to do with anybody that is best fit. The only president in Nigeria's history that I am aware of that always chose on the basis of competence was Obasanjo. Obasanjo will ask you, is he the best man for the job? One, and why is he the best man for the job? Two, if you can answer those two questions in a way that convinces, then that person gets the post. He doesn't even want to know his name, never mind where he is from within the Nigerian space. So long as he's Nigerian, he's competent, and is honest, those are the three things that Obasanjo used as a criteria. But then the only criteria under this regime is you have to be Hausa Fulani, and that is all that matters. Even if you are a chicken seller in Daura, you can come up to the villa and they will give you a portfolio ahead of the Harvard PhD holder from Nnewi or Ibadan. This is how they run their regime, and this now manifestation is to the point now that they are putting somebody like Akpabio, somebody that has a series already of allegations of corruptions leveled against him, which was wiped away as soon as they made him minister, now going into this ministry and you're asking him to change his ways. I mean, just look at Akpabio. Can somebody like that ever change his ways, or should somebody like that even be in charge of anything? Is really where the question is, because this guy is still under probe from his state, where whichever one of the eastern states, I think it's Abia State, isn't it, that he governed for 8 years and he just looted it, and is now carrying that looting mentality to the Niger Delta Commission now, wanting to chance babes and just abuse his power. Conversations in the comment section, she dished him a slap, and that is one for all of us. All of us would join an orderly queue, form an orderly queue to slap this guy and a lot of his cohorts if we had the opportunity. So this woman had the opportunity and landed one on her behalf. A round of applause from me, but what is she getting from you is more what the question is. So one, we're discussing the incident where this lady felt the need and was forced into the position to slap Akpabio, and two, more importantly, or of equal importance, we're discussing if Akpabio or his ilk are suited to hold any high profile positions within the Nigerian space, or even hold any position or any governmental position within the Nigerian space at all, because it is counterproductive. It's like putting a fox in a chicken coop to ask it to stand guard. You would not come back and meet anything, and the forebinger, the forewarning of this thing now that is going to happen for the next 4 years within that organization is this little incident now, this cameo that this lady has described to us. So come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section, but before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Then they promote the video more. Once you've done all three, then come into the comment section, come tell me who you would like to dish one to within the Nigerian space. So I'll leave you here, join you in the comment section, but here I say peace.